Hey, Chipola Nation. We're here with Coach Greg Franklin of the Chipola Lady Indians. Coach, how you doing?
I'm good, Dr. Brian Craven.
Fantastic.
And yourself?
Man, I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing great.
Good.
Nearing the end of the 2021 part of the season, and it looks like we're off to a good start. Still unblemished.
We are still unblemished thus far. We have a really, really good classic coming up after Christmas on the 30th and 31st. We'll play LSU Eunice, and then we'll play another ranked opponent, our fifth one of the year, and maybe top 10. At the time, Seward was top 6 at the time, but we play Shelton State, which is number 6 in the country.
And that's in Lake Charles, Louisiana. We're going to play
is.
those two squads. So, Coach, we were successful this weekend in the Panhandle Classic. Picked up a couple of wins over Central Georgia Tech and Jones College. Did you learn anything about your team from those two games?
You know, just adjusting and tweaking our mental approach towards the game. You know, we had a couple come late for shoot around, had to suspend 3.
Oh, goodness.
2 starters and the first person off the bench. So it was about 46 points, about 23 rebounds. We missed out on the first game, but I thought that we were kind of getting a little lax leading up to that. So my mental part of it was I was walking there looking for something, I think.
Right.
And they showed up about 40 seconds late, you know, and most people would say, well, let's just move on from that.
Yeah.
But we needed a message to be sent.
Right.
So they didn't play, and then it came back, and I tell you what, they worked their tails off the next night. They played tremendous. I mean, we didn't do everything right, but, you know, what we did do is we gave a great effort. I mean, it was a very intense, great effort. Just a little lax in the second half because we got up by 20 in the first, and then we did wind up winning every quarter, but the little battles within the game, you want to win every one of those.
Right.
We let a couple slip on us, but we'll take a 29-point win.
Yeah, we will. And when we get into conference play, though, there won't be any 20-point leads in many quarters, probably.
No. Our league is, we've talked about it over and over again, you and I on this show, is that our league, somebody in our league is probably going to win the national championship.
Right.
It's been like that for the last, I've been here 10 years, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, probably 8 out of those 10 years somebody's.
But, you know, I think Trinity won it one time. And Gulf Coast won it a couple times before that.
Right.
So, in the last 6 have come out of our league. But I hear all the guys, the recruiters, and the ladies come in when they come to look at our players, and they'll talk about everybody else in the country. And they start naming off the best teams they've seen. Well, it's always Northwest, us. You know, Pensacola's really strong this year.
Yeah.
And Gulf Coast is playing really well under a really good coach over there. So, in Tallahassee, you know, they wound up beating South Georgia Tech, and South Georgia Tech was in the top 6 in the country. So, it's just going to be it'll be a battle. It'll be brutal.
Yeah. Well, Coach, the polls are recognizing that you guys are doing well. We moved up to a tie for first place in the state poll with Northwest Florida State, and we had been just behind them ever since the polls came out this year. And they're perfect too. They've played 2 less games. They're at 12-0. What do you know about them?
It's a good basketball club, and they're coached really well. Coach Walker's a really, really good coach. He's been around just about every level. Understands what it takes to win a national championship. Obviously, they won it last year, but you know, I still think that it'll be a dogfight.
Yeah,
just us and Pensacola.
Right.
Go again, Tallahassee. You can't sleep one night.
No, absolutely not. And then in the national poll, we're at number 2 now, behind Northwest Florida State. So
I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, I think this just came out on 12/13. Was that yesterday?
That was yesterday.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You're on top of things better than I am.
Well, I mean, it just came out this morning. It's just the internet. So, but yeah, that's good news. I know that the polls, you know, you still have to. They will not put this on the trophy that we're in second place right now.
No, sir.
So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. But so, Coach, when do your girls go home?
We're going to have practice on the morning of the 18th.
Okay.
And then they'll come back the evening of the 26th at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So, you know, get some of that Christmas cheer out of them.
Right.
But you know, these cats, they'll work when they're gone. I know they will.
Right, that's good.
They love basketball.
Yes.
That's one thing that I can tell you. They love it. But something I wanted to include, we just finalized, we're going to have a women's basketball reunion during the
Man, for
homecoming
homecoming.
weekend. All eras, not just if you play for me, Coach Lane and those guys before me that built the foundation here. We want all those young ladies to come back, bring their families.
Fantastic.
They're invited to practice that Friday. We'll practice probably around 1:30.
Okay.
And then we'll have a get together at Beef O'Brady's that night from 7 to 10, and we'll have some appetizers, and just a little mixer. And then the next day they're invited to our shoot around at 10 o'clock. And then we'll play at 5:30, and then we'll have a little barbecue at my house that evening.
Awesome, man.
So if anybody out there is interested, please RSVP.
Yeah. Any chance David Lane's coming back?
I would love to have Coach Lane come back.
He might be in the middle of something.
He's a good friend.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. You said you had to bench some people for being late. One year, I'm pretty sure he kicked his leading player off the team because she was kind of messing up the chemistry. And I mean, a lot of people question that, but of course it was the right move because then things got back together. And,
Absolutely.
And gelled.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He's won that state title a few times.
That's got to be tough, though. That's got to be
right.
tough to do that. So, well, Coach, looks like we're off to a really good start. And I wish you happy holidays. Are you going to be able to go home and see your mom?
I'm going to try to go home and see Mom and Pop. You know, they had the big storm up there. A lot of my friends lost their homes and things like that. Bremen, Kentucky, which is right next to Central City where I'm from, it got hit really hard.
Yeah.
My prayers are with them.
Boy, that was incredible.
You know, first thing I woke up, I was talking to Alicia, my fiance, and she said, you had a really bad storm up there. So the first thing I did is I woke up and called my niece. Couldn't get a hold of her. She lives in Bowling Green, going to Western Kentucky. But then I called my pops and didn't answer there, so I was really panicking. And all of a sudden, my dad, my other niece that lives with my dad, called me back and said everybody was good. So there was a few moments there where I was really stressed.
Dude, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. We lived through Hurricane Michael, and very few people were injured or killed. And that tornado in Kentucky, they think it's killed over 75 people, and that was just an early count.
I heard yesterday it was 68, and they said there will be a lot more bodies.
So, man, that's just...
We can empathize, but we didn't have a lot of deaths, fatalities.
We just had a lot of mess, but that's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible. Well, I hope everybody in your family's okay, and I wish you happy holidays and good luck, and go Indians.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.